Pipeline vandalism is one of the most pressing challenges confronting Nigeria today. It has far-reaching implications for our economy, environment, security, and overall national stability. This criminal act has caused revenue losses, environmental pollution, energy shortages, and social unrest, threatening both our livelihood and the nation's progress. The See Something, Say Something campaign is a vital call to action, empowering every citizen to take responsibility by safeguarding our national assets. When we report suspicious activity promptly, we become collective force against this menace, ensuring that Nigeria's future remains secure and sustainable. Understanding pipeline vandalism. Pipeline vandalism refers to the illegal activities of tapping, siphoning, or sabotaging oil and gas pipelines. These activities are often driven by organized syndicates, and the motivation behind them includes, but not limited to what we're going to examine right now. Economic gains. Criminals engage in illegal burglaries and theft, driven by the lure of quick financial profit. Everybody wants to get rich. Everybody wants to make money to get today. This is one of the motives behind pipeline vandalism. The second one is sabotage. Deliberate destruction of pipelines to disrupt economic activities, often as a form of protest or revenge. People feel shortchanged. They want to either revenge the government or oil companies operating in our land. By so doing, they're doing ourselves. The third one is militancy and terrorism. Pipeline attacks are sometimes used to pressure the government, oil companies, as a tool to fund insurgent activity. The consequences of pipeline vandalism are grave consequences and far-reaching. One, economic losses. Nigeria loses billions of dollars annually to crude oil theft and pipeline sabotage. Reduced oil production leads to lower government revenue and job losses, affecting infrastructure development and public services. Environmental damage. Oil spills and gas leaks contaminate farmlands, rivers, and even the air. When there is a spill, even the air we breathe in is no longer safe. Communities in the Niger Delta, for example, have suffered long-term environmental degradation, destroying their means of livelihood. Security threats is also part of it. Vandalism often funds organized crime, militancy, and terrorism, increasing insecurity nationwide. Conflicts over stolen resources destabilize local communities. There is no right way in doing the wrong thing. For the fact that you have no job is not enough for you to commit crime. For the fact that you have no job is not a reason for your freedom to be taken away. So crime is not an option. That is one thing I want you to understand. Number two, with the advent of Tantita Security, I think thousands and thousands of human beings have been engaged directly. For example, myself, as a consultant with Tantita Security, I have hundreds of persons who are beneficiaries to the stipends that is coming from Tantita. Am I correct? Yes. Am I correct? Yes. That might not be the case of everybody. But trust me, Tantita Security is putting, contemporary measures together to see how we will take deal with this matter. How they will take create jobs. how they go take help people with startup money wey they go take begin dey do business. Because if you say make you not do crime, we must also look for a way for you to survive. Abi no be so? Then another big problem we dey get is that some persons wey be beneficiaries for the slots wey we give out, we dey pay you about 200,000 a month. That money is enough for you to start up a business. But the problem is, when they give you that money, you want to go and shut down club. That time, not be Tantita be your problem. You are your own problem. The little money when it reach your hand, you go try as much as possible to utilize them. But going forward, we will continue to engage the management of Tantita so that they will look for alternative means on how to get people out of poverty. But what they've done, at least the evidence is out there. They are doing wonderfully well. I mean, not so. So, next question. All right. Of the hotlines that will be made available. And I also made more mention of the possibility of collaborating with the necessary security agencies on how to cope these menace. The reason why we gather here now to continue to provide solutions to the things we not get solution. If somebody asks question now, the extent to which we manage to deal with that issue will go improve on that. For just now, if you don't even know anybody, you know the leader of your community. If you dey fear, say you don't want many people, say now you can report them. Chairman, I don't know what they happen for that place and they hear noise. You don't transfer the responsibility to the chairman. Make you go look wetin dey happen. Now your responsibility to ensure, say you not create an enabling environment for criminals to operate in his community. Because if he do, at the end of the day, himself will be culpable. That not be just the only method. I also made mention of the fact that if you come in form of a whistleblower to tell us, say, see wetin dey happen for here, true, we go there, see, say, such thing dey happen, we go take serious measures in ensuring that we will not just protect only and keep secret your identity, but we will make sure, say, we protect you, make the cabals, they don't come after you. I know it is easier said than done, but when the lawyer they talk here just now, he say if you see crime dey happen and you not talk, that in itself is also a crime. So you have a legal obligation to report such incident. So if you see am, take sense to report am. Tantita don put together a very sophisticated measure wey dey take dey receive information and act when the people no go take know the direction where the thing come from. I no believe say any of una don hear say they go shoot one person because they talk say somebody dey burst pipeline. But I wan also tell you that a lot of people dey report such incidents. So if they never kill anybody till this time, you should trust Tantita Security Service enough to protect you if you make such information available. Thank you. For example, there was a blast in Dibi. Some group of persons went and blasted the trunk line. And the company that is saddled with the responsibility to protect the line is actually carrying out the investigation on how to ensure that the perpetrators of this crime say they not go scot-free, say they face justice. But our people, it is very easy for us to just turn out to ethnic disagreement. In a bid for some certain persons to cover up their trial, they don't go around, they say Tantita, they invade people community, Tantita, they arrest people, they go lock for cage, Tantita do this, Tantita do that. I said it earlier on here that if you allow your community to be a place where anybody for being commit crime, the long hand of the law must catch up with you. If you allow your community to turn to a place where they call a blast pipeline, the hand of the law must come after you. When the security agents then they do their use of advanced materials and construction techniques, every day the technology improves. And one of the ways to mitigate against pipeline vandalism is to move with the latest inventions in that field. So that is using resilient materials that are resistant to corrosion, pressure, and tampering. Innovative designs implementing pipeline structures that are harder to access and to tamper with. We're also going to be looking at implementing redundancy and backup systems. In the backup systems, we have the parallel systems, which talks about installing additional pipelines or storage facilities to ensure continuity during eruption and data redundancy.
Of pipeline vandalism in Nigeria. We want to look at it, we want to juxtapose it with the designation of pipeline vandalism as a capital offense in Nigeria and some foreign jurisdictions. And what we mean by capital offense is that it's a particular offense that when you commit it and you are found guilty, the punishment is the death sentence. That is what we mean by capital offense. We have various offenses that are capital offense, and it will interest us to know that pipeline vandalism in Nigeria, to an extent, is a capital offense. Pipeline vandalism, which is a deliberate act of damaging pipelines to steal crude oil and other petroleum products, has caused significant economic losses, environmental damage, and loss of lives in Nigeria. This menace has been a problem in Nigeria for decades, with the number of incidents increasing over time. We have 57 incidents of pipeline vandalism in Nigeria in 1998. In 2008, we had over 2,500 incidents, and between 2000 and 2010, we had 15,796 cases of pipeline vandalism. It resulted in 2,800 deaths. You can imagine.
What I want to talk about is the Tantita service. Now, we are talking about vandalism, terrorism, all stuff. Now, the youths that are involved, what are we going to do about them? After you stop them from a particular crime, like we said, it's a crime, it's terrorism. After you stop them from a particular crime, so what do you do so that they don't go back to another crime? Because you stopping them from this and they don't have anything to do, it's going to breed another crime.
Fantastic question. Thank you. See something? Say something. My name is Sunday Eniola John. My question is, how can lack of sense of belonging lead to pipeline vandalism, and how can this be resolved in a diplomatic way? And then the second question, which method are we going to adapt during reporting cases? Fantastic.
My name is Esimaje, the chairman of Itsekiri Nation. I want to thank Barrister Esimaje Awani first, before everything, for this wonderful program. I want to talk on the issue of gap. There is a gap, I think there is a gap between the leadership of our communities and Tantita Security. Okay. I want Tantita Security to put in more effort to see how we can close the gap between the community leaders and Tantita Security. Thank you so much.